All right, hello everyone. This is Geo To Go. My name is Prince. Geo To Go is a colorful and engaging React-based application that allows users to learn more about specific continents, countries, and their capitals. Our specific demographic, the age demographic, consists of an elementary to high school crowd, so somewhere specifically around the ages of 6 to 15. We wanted to make sure the website was as fun and as engaging as possible to ensure an effective learning experience. So we wanted to add just the right amount of illustrations and content per page, as you will later see. All right, we'll now begin our journey. Doug will now explain the homepage.
Thanks, Prince. Welcome to our homepage. As you can see, we have a picture of the globe dominating the center, surrounded by famous figures from around the world with inspirational quotes to hopefully guide you on your journey through geography. We have three different ways to access our data, which I will now explain to you. First would be through the top, our navigation bar, where we can click on the continents and go to their respective pages. Or if you're feeling brave, you can click on the people themselves in their quotes, which will take you to where they are from. But my preferred method would be through the continents themselves in the center of our page. Now let's take a journey to Africa, where Constance will explain more.
First, we have a look at Africa. Here we are utilizing the same hover feature as with the continents on the homepage, the tooltip and popover library tippy.js. When a country is clicked, we use an external API to display its information in the country detail box. For example, when Tanzania is clicked, the API shows the capital is Dodoma, the languages spoken are English and Swahili, and it also gives the current population with a brief description of key facts for each country. Another inspiring feature we have developed is a famous figure box, which displays a rotating celebrity associated with that continent. In 20-second intervals, a famous figure GIF is presented with a profile picture, a flag of their country, and a description of their accomplishments. Kadeen will now show us more features.
Thanks, Constance. As you're about to see, every continent page has its own continent image and animated theme background pertaining to that continent. Currently, we're on the Africa page. You can see that we have an image of the Africa continent with all of its countries. But if we were to select a different page, say Europe, you see a different image, and that image is for Europe. These images that we are using are called scalable vector graphics, known as SVGs, which are multiple separate images written by HTML to connect them together using paths. The reason why we chose these images were to utilize less space on a page, but add lots of information by adding an external API to it. The backgrounds you see were added using video MP4s for a smoother feel. Sorry about that. The reason why we chose the background for each page was to match each continent's ecosystem. But that's not just it. Each page has its own quiz, but Prince will show you more about that.
All right, everyone. So we are now in the quiz portion of the application. I'd like to focus on three main features. The animation in the quiz area, which is a GIF, which basically makes it easier for our target demographic to identify which continent quiz page they're on. This score tracker, which was created using JavaScript, and the quiz itself, which was also entirely created using JavaScript, and of course, CSS. As you go through the quiz, you'll notice the questions primarily pertain to capitals, and this is the education aspect of the website to see how much they've learned from the continent pages. Upon completing the quiz, you'll get to the final results page that'll show the results, how well you did, and the option to restart the quiz as well. I'll now be passing things along to Constance to talk about the About Us page.
Thanks, Prince. I'd like to introduce to you the Geo To Go team. Prince Motima, a samurai sword collector and an extreme ironing aficionado. Doug Holt, an authority on time traveling and professional rodeo clowning. Kadeen Jennings, a master at competitive duck hunting and a supreme geocacher. And me, Constance Kane, a toy voyaging and beetle fighting expert. And now back to Doug.
But how did we get here? How did Geo To Go come together? Well, we utilized GitHub's project board to come up with stories which described our project in vague detail, and we broke them down into tasks, individual tasks that we could complete. We met daily to go over these tasks, any issues we were having, and get them together so that we could bring them all together and create this project you see before you. In the future developments of this project, we would like to make the site more reactive so it can be better viewed on tablets and mobile devices. We would have also liked to have created our own API for the quiz section so that we could have more variety with our questions and answers. Thank you for viewing our project. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.